How are you, everybody? In this part, we are going to talk about persuasive techniques. If you want to persuade the others with your point of view, you need some techniques. Let's start with alliteration. For example, Tiny Tommy Thompson takes toy trucks to Timmy's on Tuesday. Alliteration is the repetition of initial sounds in neighboring words, or its repetition of first sound of a word. Ali ate apples all afternoon. The second technique is repetition. Repeating a word more and more for emphasis to make this word stick in the reader's mind. We will not tolerate bullies. We will not tolerate their behavior, and we will not tolerate them in this school. So the word tolerate is repeated 3 times. We can use anecdote and personal experience as a persuasive technique. Anecdote or personal experience is a personal story involving real-life events told by the writer. I know the damage speeding can do because my son was killed in a car crash. Rhetorical question is one of the most important persuasive techniques. A question that makes the reader think. It's used to reinforce a point. For example, should footballers be treated any differently from ordinary citizens? Another important persuasive technique is inclusive language. Use of words such as you, we, us, our to include the reader in the argument. For example, we all must donate and do our best to help our children. It's our responsibility. Exaggeration. Exaggeration means to make an issue seem more important than it actually is. For example, the government has been telling us millions of decisions. The government has told us a few decisions. Expert opinion makes the writer seem more credible when they have an expert supporting their argument. To say, Dr. Bob warns smoking is bad for your lungs. It's better than saying, my friend Bob says smoking is bad for your lungs. Statistics. Facts and figures used to make the writer seem more valid and credible. To say, 90% of people who smoke develop lung cancer is better than saying many people who smoke develop lung cancer. Emotive language. Like many persuasive techniques, emotive appeals aim to engage people's feeling, not logic or reason. If a writer can manipulate a reader to feel a certain way, that reader should be more likely to agree with the writer's overall contention. We have also a technique, groups of three. When 3 adjectives or phrases are used to emphasize a point. For example, homework is boring, dull, and uninteresting. I used 3 adjectives that give the same meaning. If you want to write a persuasive essay, we are going to talk about now the persuasive essay structure briefly. How many paragraphs in a persuasive essay? In a persuasive essay, we have 5 paragraphs, divided like paragraph 1, the introduction. What do you write in the introduction? You state the topic clearly. What are you going to write about? You can add also your opinion. The second paragraph, in the main body, viewpoint and supporting arguments with reasons and example. Paragraph 3, it's paragraph 2 in the main body. Paragraph 3 in the whole passage or the whole essay, viewpoint 2 or reason 2 with supporting arguments with reason as examples. Paragraph 4, viewpoint 3 with supporting arguments with reasons and examples. The last paragraph is the conclusion. It's paragraph 5. Restate the topic or summarize viewpoints. Note: your opinion may be stated where appropriate in the introduction or in conclusion of your essay or your letter. Thank you so much.